So we're back, and today we're going to have a complex, very important, best rules to follow when investing. Investing is the number one stock-making method in MLB The Show. It has been every single year. Now, this is not a basic guide. This is not, this overall quick sells for this value. This is, what stats get updated based on real-life stats. No, we already have basic tutorials out on the channel. Go look up True Business Review roster update tutorial. You'll get that. This is more complex. The deep stuff, the stuff that you really need to know to make the most stubs. This is for the big boys out there, the big sharks that want to feast all year long and get over 5 million stubs in a month or two. Let's get into it. So the first thing I needed to mention is the app. The companion app will be your best friend. Quantity of players are necessary to make stubs, which means you need to tap finalize order over and over and over again on the companion app. It will save you a lot of time. Look at this. If I go in here, it takes forever to put in an order. But on the app, you just put the price in there of the buy order. Take a look. If I was going to invest in Pepio, terrible investment because he's not quick sell. I guess rule number one is don't pay over quick sell, right? Like if I was to look at 84 starting pitchers, for an 84, I am never ever paying over 1,600. 100 stubs risk is plenty enough for me. 82, 950 is the most. I mean, not even that's too much for me. I want these guys to be true quick sell because I'm going to be changing out in my investments daily. So you're getting quick sold, bye-bye. You're getting quick sold, bye-bye. And I don't want to be losing stubs doing this method. But back to what I was saying about the app. You would go in here and you would just put in one singular buy price. You want to outbid somebody by one stub. You don't want to raise the price too much. I would put in an order for 427 and then just keep spamming finalize order. How many orders do you need? There's a very important rule that I've created. I call it the 50K rule. You might not like it. 50,000 stubs per player, at least. That's right. To make investing worth my time, worth your time, worth our time, you should have 50,000 stubs in every single player. You're looking at the screen. Cole Reagans, 44 of them. Do the math. 44 times 400. That's only 16,000 True Business Review. You liar. True Scam Review is what you're saying. Listen, very important right here. Early on in the game, if you can't put 50,000 stubs into a player, that's okay. The lowest amount you can put into a player, though, is still 30,000 stubs. Don't put less than that, even if it's a pitcher flip. 30K stubs at the minimum. Why do I only have 16K in Cole Reagans? Because I'm not paying 430 stubs. I'm not doing it. All of these, I got around 400 stubs. So I'm not paying 430. A bit too rich for my blood. Now, if we look at a guy like DeGrom, I do have 100,000 stubs in a guy like DeGrom. If we have any, do I really have to go to my inventory right now? I know another guy I have. I got over 50K in DeGrom. I got over 50K in Mr. Corbin Burns. You can see right here, that's about 90K. I have 61 of him. And then the last name I'm going to show you that I have, again, I've got 800K invested. I have, do the math, what is that, 81,000? I've got about 81K in Jackson Chorio. So you guys can see at least 50,000 stubs. Now, if you're 200,000 or less, no. If you're 100,000 and less, you can do 35K per. But if you're over 100K, I would just go for 50K each. The reason being, why is the 50K rule so important? If you put 50,000 stubs in Jacob deGrom and he gets a +1, you double your stubs and you get 50K profit. It's not bad. 50K is not bad. If you put 20K in him and you get 20K stubs, that's chump change. It's chump change. It's not worth my time. It's not worth the time, trust me. And I know all of the ROIs. 50K is the most effective. That's a very important rule. Something else I wanted to mention with the app, the companion app, create a watch list. On the companion app, select it into a player that you want to track, heart him. There's a heart icon when you tap in, you tap that, and now you have a watch list where you can just tap in the watch list and it'll be like the community marketplace, but it'll only be showing you the players that you have selected as favorited. That's a very good way to track the price of all of your investments. Keep track of guys that, maybe you want to buy Aaron Nola eventually, but not at 270 stubs. Throw him on your watch list and see if his price ever ends up dropping to a price where you want to go to. Rule number 3, don't be too spread out. Don't spread too thin. What do I mean by this? If you got 100,000 stubs, it's kind of the 50K rule. If you have 100,000 stubs, you're only going to have 2 investments. I'm sorry. People with 100K stubs, you're going to have 2 guys that you're investing in at most. You can go 100K all in. You can go 50K, 50K. That's how I would play it. Or you can do 3 33s on pitcher flips. Either way, don't spread yourself thin. Don't tell me, I have 6 Cole Reagan, 6 Yu Darvish. You have 6 of every goal in the game. You can't invest in everyone. You got to pick and choose who you're going to be investing in. So how would I recommend this? Even if you're a bigger shark, you already have over 500K. You got over 500K, you shouldn't have, 50 times 10. You shouldn't have 10 investments. You have 1 million stubs, I still wouldn't have 10 investments. I'd have maybe 6, 7. That's a more manageable number. Because again, you're going to be tracking these guys in real life and changing out who you're invested in, where your stubs are every single day. You can see Dylan Cease. It's a grind getting the orders to go through. But you wait. You can see right here, there's a lot of resistance. People are about 59. Resistance is important here. What is resistance? If I was gonna, can I put an order in on Dylan Cease for 423 stubs? And do I think it's gonna go through overnight? Probably not, because there's 53 at 430, 72 at 435, 59. Those orders are gonna take some time to go through. So you got to understand how long it's gonna take, before the orders ahead of you or the orders behind you, eventually end up filling. So you basically, you can tell, like Yu Darvish, no problem right there buying Yu Darvish. Bryce Miller, do I put in an order at 436 or do I put one in at 426? That's kind of the what I mean by when I'm talking about resistance. Those are very important lessons in terms of roster update investing. The last tip, and we're already going to have a video out about this, I think, about starter pitcher flipping. The main rule here, it's not about starter pitcher flipping. It's just this. If you're a low stack player, I would not be investing in many hitters, if any hitters at all. The reason being, starting pitchers, they're going to be playing within the first 5 days of the regular season. You're going to know if they're due to go up. Well, I shouldn't say that. You're going to know if they're trending up or trending down. You're going to get instant clarity. If Framber Valdez comes out here and Framber Valdez goes 7 scoreless innings, you're going to know, okay, that's a good investment. I'm going to hold on to this guy. And you could potentially even sell him because their price will change very quick. They only play once every 5 days. Or if Framber Valdez comes out and goes 3 innings pitched and gives up 7 runs, see you later, buddy. Sell him and go invest in the next starting pitcher you have your eyes on. Whereas with a hitter, if you're investing in a hitter, man, let's see, what hitter do I want to say is going to be out of his mind? Left field, let's say you're investing in my guy, Jackson Chourio, the guy that I'm investing in. If you're investing in Jackson Chourio, first off, 82 overall, don't like it. It's dead zone. It is what it is. But if Jackson Chourio comes out and, opening day, 1 for 5. All right, that's fine, whatever. Next day, 1 for 4. Okay. Next day, 2 for 3. Not bad. Good game. Oh, but he's still batting 3. You know what I mean? It takes a lot more of a duration and a sample size to really be able to track and understand whether a hitter is going to be getting a boost or downgrade. And for him to actually, for the market, for people to put hype behind him, he'd have to do something special. He'd have to hit, 2 homers opening week. He'd have to have a homer in one of his games. So it's a bit harder to make stubs investing in hitters right off of the bat. Those are very important roster update tips and pieces of advice. Thanks all for watching.